The chief advisor of the Interim Government of Bangladesh, Mohammed Yunus, has commented on India-Bangladesh ties yet again. And this time around, he says India and ties with India are strained because India has a problem with what students did. He was, of course, referring to the August revolution last year, which was largely a student-led protest, but many have since then also said that it had the backing of several political groups that were opposed to Sheikh Hasina. Yunus also went on to add that India is still shielding Hasina and hosting Sheikh Hasina, and that's an issue. But here's the deal. Yunus is, of course, sidestepping the main concerns that India has raised with him, and one of them, of course, begins with him. Now, Mohammed Yunus's comments inviting China to set up several establishments in Bangladesh and claiming that Bangladesh was the guardian of the seas, while referring to India's northeastern states as landlocked and inviting China to come and, expand in the region, was something that India took umbrage to, and India, of course, then raised that issue with Bangladesh as well. And remember, after that, there have been anti-India comments, several comments referring to Kolkata, Northeast, by several people from the establishment, or those connected to the establishment at least. Now, on the sidelines of the BIMSTEC summit held in Bangkok earlier this year, Prime Minister Narendra Modi brought up this issue with Mohammed Yunus and, of course, warned against the rhetoric and also pushed for a democratically elected government, elections, and also primarily focused on the position of Hindus who have faced attacks in Bangladesh as a minority group from hardline Islamic groups. Now, all of these issues and, of course, the several other things that have developed as far as India-Bangladesh ties have been concerned with were sidestepped as far as Yunus's comments are concerned, and Yunus chose to focus on two things. One is, of course, Sheikh Hasina, and the other is the students' revolution and how India saw it. Beyond that, Mohammed Yunus has also met Pakistan's Shehbaz Sharif in New York during this trip, and also US ambassador-designate to India, who's, of course, there in the United States right now. He's met all these people, and therefore his push for the revival of SAARC is also something that India sees as a is not something that India really sort of active about and very, very excited about, given the fact that there are several other issues at play vis-a-vis the India-Bangladesh relationship, and that's something that India would like to focus on, including installing a democratically elected government as soon as possible, and also reining in anti-India elements in the country, and more importantly, also looking at the comments that have emerged from Bangladesh, especially the anti-India comments. But Yunus seems to be pushing for a revival of SAARC and of talking about how India views the August revolution, or India, hosting Sheikh Hasina. These are things that he said and mentioned, and that's something that many experts and India-Bangladesh watchers and those who've studied the India-Bangladesh relationship say is missing the woods for the trees. And therefore, obviously, this is something that perhaps is going to be discussed as it progresses, given the fact that these seem to be comments from Mohammed Yunus on India after a long, long time. For more such videos where we go into the background of the news development and give it the context in which it is taking place, stay tuned to NDTV's YouTube platform. Click on that bell icon to subscribe to notifications for more such videos. For all the news and latest updates, stay tuned to NDTV. Thank you so much for watching.